Hey, all you YouTube modelers out there, how we doing tonight? This is Butch with BK Model Cars, trying to figure out what inspires me. Chuck, that car guy, if you're not subscribed to his channel, go over and check it out. I will attempt to put a link in the down below. Yeah. Um, I was a child of the 60s and 70s, and I grew up at the lake. So things from that era, my memories, the more speed, I kind of gained an addiction to speed on the lake. The smaller the boat, the bigger the motor, the faster you went. So that kind of, as you know, I like to build the boats, and the V8 Miller Sanger flat bottom boats are the epitome of speed. They are just awesome. The sound of a V8 motor with open headers. I've always been a car guy. When I got into high school, Dad was always trying, my first car, he was always trying to get me to buy this or buy that because it would be economical, and finally he said, fine, just get whatever you want. So I bought a 68 Roadrunner. It was a 383 dual point, 4-barrel carbed. I played with it constantly, and I got better gas mileage than both of his cars. He had an Olds Delta 88 and a Chevy Impala, both of them 1970, I think. But from there, it went faster. And if only I'd known then what I know now, a lot of my cars, oh boy. But the cars of even the 50s, I grew up with a family that raced, and that influenced my taste for cars and speed. During my years, I ran a car show for 13 years or so, and the cars that came and went. I have a personal preference of the 60s and 70s muscle cars, which would include the original Pro Street, which were gassers. When gassers were young, they needed to be street legal cars to race as a gasser. So that's basically what I like. And I watch a lot of videos of Southeast Gassers, Straight Axle Mafia, and the flat bottom boat videos, which I don't know why I enjoy those more than like a big Donzi with 4,000 horsepower in it. That's cool, but that's not as thrilling as a V8 flat bottom boat. It just, I don't know why. Goosebumps. Just, oh. So from the pictures, I prefer Mopars. There's a lot of Fords I like. There's a lot of Chevys I like, but can't forget Dad was an Oldsmobile man, so I have a soft spot for Oldsmobiles. So I will Search, muscle cars. The paint, I'm working at getting old Gasser 70s paint jobs, which has been in the lowrider culture forever and still is. And those paint jobs are just outstanding. The work that goes into those paint jobs is just unbelievable. So I'm trying to scale that down. Motorcycles. Ever since I was young, I had a motorcycle. My first motorcycle was a 650 Norton Atlas, which was, at that time, muscle. There wasn't a whole lot that would hold up to the Norton Triumph BSAs. So I've got that in my blood. A 900 Kawasaki, a Ninja Rocket. Yeah, okay, they're fast, but they're just not the same. I don't know why. So that's with my 1-to-1 motorcycle. It's a 650 Triumph Bonneville 70s style chopper. And I've got another rolling chassis that is of the same era. I'm pretty much stuck in the 70s. But yeah, beautiful paint job, muscle stance, tire and wheel combination. I prefer tunnel rams and fuel injected as opposed to blowers. They were older. They were more my era. When I was building motors and running my cars, I never actually ran at the drag strip. But I had a few cars that maybe I should have, but they were naturally aspirated. Yeah. And that's basically my memories, my days of growing up around that stuff influences my model building. And that's where my stuff comes from. So as I'm working on a car, I'm attempting to get a particular paint job. I had Volkswagen Trike, so that kind of influenced when I was building that Tiki Trike, and I had that Volkswagen engine sitting on the bench, and I said, hey, I'll bet that'd work. So that's where a lot of it comes from. The Pro Street is all right. Pappy's a little younger than I am, so I would say basically the same thing. He was influenced when he was younger. Same with me, but the Gassers were the era. That's about it. I've done planes in the past. I've done ships in the past, but none of it ever stuck. I never had the hankering to stick with those. Cars have always excited me. I like trouble, I guess. If it's got tits or tires, it's going to be trouble, and I've always liked both of them. Alrighty, that's enough. If you guys, again, that's Chuck, the car guy. If you get a chance, jump over to his channel and check him out. This is Butch with BK Model Cars. I'm gone.